When you think of rear-turreted vehicles, usually the heavy tanks come into mind. Vehicles like the FE2 and 5B, the VK90, the Mouse, the VK45 O2B. A vehicle that does not come to mind is the STG Guard, a Tier 8 Russian medium tank. It looks extremely similar to the Chrysler K, but it plays absolutely nothing like it. In today's video, we are going to be doing a full down review on this tank, how to play against it if you don't end up picking one of these up, and if you did want to buy these either as a collector or you've been waiting for it to come back in the stores, well, today is your day as it's 8,500 gold. Now, do I think it will get cheaper than that? Yeah, I do, but not much cheaper. I think the lowest it will go is probably around 5,500 gold, and that'll be maybe in a year or so. But we're going to be doing the full down review on the tank in today's video. Now, the great thing about this tank is the 400 damage per shot. That is what I love. Dealing big alpha, as all of you know, can sometimes be key. And with this tank, it really can hurt a big amount of tier 8 medium tanks. The penetration, it's not great. It's 190 on the standard if you're running calibrated shells, but the premium at 236, that means it's 220 if you're running rammer. Yeah, that is terrible. I don't know why they didn't make the premium better, because what doesn't make any sense to me is the exact same version of this vehicle, being the, no, not that, the T34-2, has 275 heat pen. So I don't get why this vehicle has such bad premium when the T34-3, T34-2, and Chimera, all that carry very similar sized guns, have higher penetration. I don't understand that whatsoever. Now, the thing that is bad about this tank as well is the gun depression at 5 degrees. But since it's such a low profile, I don't actually notice the gun depression being all that bad because, of course, the lower you are to the ground in the first place. Now, things that are great about this vehicle is the turret armor, 210 millimeters, and that's a rounded turret, which means you're getting a lot of bounces on it. And because it's such a low-down tank, you can actually get onto the side of a lot of heavy tanks, and they're not going to be able to aim low enough to hit your hull armor. It's actually very, very troll, kind of like an E25 ramming a Smasher. The Smasher literally can't shoot the E25. As well, this tank has a very, very good power-to-weight ratio of 50 kilometers per hour forward, 20 in reverse, and a 19.4 power-to-weight with some of the best hull traverse speeds at 66 degrees a second for a Tier 8 medium. And the best that I forgot to put in is the camouflage. It has the best camouflage for a Tier 8 medium in the game. And that is fantastic. That means that you can easily try and, poke a ridgeline and not actually be detected by equal tiered opponents from a decent amount of distance. So overall, the STG Guard, it's not your run-of-the-mill tank. And I know YouTubers like Meadsy absolutely hate it. I know that this is like one of his least favorite tanks, but for me, it's a different story. And that's what I like about World of Tanks, is everybody can have their own opinion on a tank. If you like the playstyle of a T34-2, of a 34-3, this is definitely up your alley. And I actually would say it's not a bad tank to get, but you do need to know what you're doing, because it's not an easy tank to play. It's one of those vehicles that you have to really know its own personal playstyle to do very well in it. Now, if you're able to home that in, you can do some incredible damage numbers, but of course, you do need to be able to home that. So it's a very interesting vehicle. Now, there you go. Very nice tap into the STG. That guy obviously does not know how to play the tank, as he literally ruined his entire game about 2 seconds from the start. There you go. He's already dead. Now, there is a Vindicator off to the side, and with that Vindicator off to the side, I'm going to be pushing like this, and maybe we're going to be able to get a nice slap into him. Hello, Mr. Vindicator. Oh, wow. I don't like that. Nope, 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 nope. I did not think he was going to be looking directly at me, so yeah, that's a bit of a worrisome moment there, but yeah, we're going to keep on backing up. Hopefully, we're going to be able to get a shell into the Vindicator. We've also got, like, the Super Pershing, but right now, I'm thinking about getting that shell into this guy. That is my big shot. Boom! 564. That is where high explosive is key, and the alpha is so nice on this tank, being able to just rip out a shell like that on your enemy opponents. Now, we got the Progetto camping all the way in the back, so if that Progetto is going to camp in the back, I'm going to get a shell into him, not even shooting the Super Pershing, because that guy deserves it. Here we go, reloading, 8 more seconds left. Now, of course, DPM is important, but when you're in a scenario like this, and you've positioned this vehicle with your team in mind, you don't need to worry about damage per minute, because you're focusing solely on your team and just reloading. So in this scenario here, I'm getting way more damage per minute out than the Super Pershing, because of course that guy has no shots on me, and I've got easy shots on him. So here we go, another 2 seconds, we get another shell loaded out. Boom! Oh, my gun depression! Well, I guess 5 degrees of gun depression can let you down in certain circumstances. So what do we have left? So we got the Shark absolutely YOLOing in the back of the map, and with that left we got a Predator UM, which is all the way over there, who's going to be dead, and a Progetto. So let's get a shot into the Progetto. Boom! Nice tap in there. And that guy, he's just kind of sitting there. I don't really know what his plan is, to be honest. But, you know, we're already over 2,000 damage, which is nice. You know, getting over 2,000 damage is pretty dang solid. And now all we got to do is finish off the Progetto. This is that good power-to-weight ratio I was talking about. And with that, we're going to load an HE shell in. Boom! 475 damage, finishing off the Progetto. And there you go, a very easy victory. Oop. Bangs my mic filter there a little bit, but 2,600 damage, like, that's top on the team. And even though this vehicle does not have the most penetration, does not have the most damage per minute, or even accuracy, you can definitely see it has its own place on the battlefield. So, of course, here is our second battle. Took a little bit of time in the queue, so I figured I'd just skip it a little bit. We've got an Action 10, a Centurion Mark 5-1, a Chimera, WZ-120 GFT, and a Cheeto SPG. Those are all incredibly deadly tanks. In fact, I don't think that lineup could have been any more toxic. Now, our lineup's pretty good as well. We got some good tanks like the ISU, but we also got some bad tanks, so we're going to see how this works out here. I'm going to be pushing my tank as quickly as I can. What's funny is the Progetto actually goes faster than me on top speed, but because this tank is such a good power to weight, I'm actually faster than him on acceleration. Now, camouflage, as I did say, is through the roof. So what that means is I don't need to worry too much about being detected all the way over here. There we go, we got the Cheeto, and boom! Oh, baby, 423. And that is what I'm talking about. Again, the fantastic attributes of this vehicle coming out to shine. So what do we have here? Well, we got the M41 Bulldog. We got the Centurion Mark 5-1 off to the side here. We got that SPG pushing up again. Maybe we're going to be able to get another shell out into him. Come on, SPG. Oh, drive forward and boom. Oh, yeah. There we go. 2 shots into that guy. And with that, we've literally ruined his game. His battle's already over. And now with that, we are just putting on our adrenaline here. Maybe trying to get a shell out into the U and fire. Oh, that was so sad. Unfortunately, obviously, accuracy is still a little important. So when you're trying to get those big old slaps out, yeah, this tank will struggle every now and then. Now, we do have tanks off to my side, but thankfully, because we are so low down, we were able to get past that guy, and now we got the Bulldog. Boom! 551, but we also did just lose about 500 hit points there. Not a huge fan of that, gonna be honest. Not really a big fan of that at all or whatsoever. Let's reload here, see if we can get another nice tap out onto vehicles like maybe the Chimera. Yeah, I'm gonna go for the Chimera over the Centurion Mark 5. The Chimera is currently the highest win rate tier 8 medium in the game. So obviously, with that knowledge, I'm going to try and clear the highest win rate 1. So here we go. A couple more seconds left until we're reloaded. And maybe we'll be able to get a nice snap out into this guy. And yeet. Oh, no. That's so unfortunate. Now, right now, I'm watching my team fade out of existence, which means we need to push like now and clear these guys like now. So that's the goal in this current moment, is to try and clear these deadly tanks. We got the Chimera that just took a really silly shot, but actually I'm not able to get the shell out into him just as of yet. Oh boy, this is not good. Not good at all. Let's push and try and get a clearing shot into the Centurion. Boom! Centurion's taken out. And even though I got shot in the rear, I definitely think it was worth it. Now, hopefully this T-49 is going to help me out, because if he doesn't, I'm in a very, very poor situation right now. There's the 49, and there's an HE onto the rear. Boom! Fire! Lit him on, and finished him off. Now, this is probably not going to be a win, even though we've done a pretty solid job. Unfortunately, this team and the 49 don't seem to be the best of players, so I'm just going to drive. I think that the mobility of this tank is a lot faster than their mobility, so I should be able to easily outmaneuver them trying to get away. Obviously, the biggest threat is that WZ-120, so let's see what we can do here. Let's keep on pushing. Go, 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 go. Come on, keep going. There is the Lova, which is a very strong tier 8 vehicle. And with that, I don't know which way they're planning on going, but I'm just going to keep on pushing this way. If we can get behind them, that would be pretty solid, obviously. And that WZ is the only tank that I've really got to be super worried about, because he's got that super, super high mobility, and I'm in a one-shot potential for that vehicle. So what I'm thinking currently is maybe he's going to try and pop up on this ridge here. So maybe I can wait around kind of like this spot. Maybe we'll be able to get a nice pot into him. So let's wait. I like patience, and sometimes it can be key. So, hello, does anybody want to play with me? I actually have no clue where their team went. The 49's going off to that side. There's somebody in the base capture, and there is the Action 10. Now, hopefully we did not get detected. We did not. Perfect. That is the great camouflage that this vehicle does carry. Now, with this WZ is not facing me, and with that, there we go. Nice slap into the WZ's rear. And with that, now I've got to be careful, though, because obviously this WZ is, again, a very, very deadly tank. Same for the Lerva. So I'm going to push forwards here. We're going to see if we can get a nice tracking shot into you. Boom. Easy tracking shot. And with that, again, we are in a very weird situation. We got the WZ-120 off to my side. We got the Luva as well over here. I'm going to try and use my brains, get behind the WZ, finish him off. Ah, no! I thought we were maybe going to be able to get back in the cover. But unfortunately, because the Action 10 at that moment... What is this 49 doing? Okay, well, he's just dead. Yes, good job, 49. Unfortunately, because the Action 10 was at that moment, we were not able to get back in the cover. But either way, you can see the STG still did a very solid job in a really tricky scenario. 3,624 damage. And that's what this tank is capable of doing. It's why I personally love it. That alpha, the mobility of the tank, everything combined makes it such an enjoyable vehicle to play. And sadly, even though a couple of our shells missed, honestly, if we'd hit that Centurion Mark 5-1 with that one underneath the train rail, we probably could have ended up winning. But you know what? That's life. Sometimes you can't win them all. Let me know what you guys think about this tank in the comments down below. I personally think that, as I said, if this is the type of playstyle you like, if you like high alpha, you enjoyed the T-34-2, you have a T-34-3, you enjoy it, this is actually a really fun tank to try out. But that's my personal opinion. Hopefully, all of you enjoyed today's video. Stay happy, stay healthy, and I'll be seeing you in the next one. Bye-bye!